Hey guys, it's Allie from The Inner Gaze. I know it's been a while since my last video, probably about 4 months or so, but I wanted to jump back on here because I have been getting the nudge to come back and start doing my healing work and speaking with all of you guys about this ascension process and this journey that we're all on. So I'm not going to get into too many personal details, but I think the reason why I had been cut off from doing a lot of healing work in the last 4 months is because I was integrating a very big healing that happened to me in Peru. And when I came out of that, and of course I did some ayahuasca, I did some San Pedro and plant medicine ceremonies, and they moved something big within me. And when I came back to New York, I just didn't really feel that much of a calling to do healing work or to talk about the healing journey. And on top of that, I was dealing with some personal situations that led me to feel a little bit ashamed of my own spirituality and my own gifts. And I think that took me a bit away from what I was meant to be doing. But everything does happen for a reason, and I think I needed to go through that process in order to unwind some deeper personal issues within myself before I could come back here and speak my truth. On a very personal level, I think we all have wounding inside that can relate to one another. And I think for me, my initial trauma, or everyone, they say you have a core wound. My initial trauma was revealed to me when I noticed there was a pattern in my life where I was constantly getting into unrequited love situations where I would attach to avoidant men. In some cases, they were downright toxic for me or didn't show me any sort of respect or even like they even liked me. That was like a decade ago. And eventually, after many, many years of me not being able to let go of certain individuals, I decided I wanted to start a self-love journey. I didn't know what that was going to look like. I didn't know where that was going to take me. I didn't know what it was going to lead to. But that's when I started following these breadcrumbs. And the first breadcrumb led me to shamanic healing circles. And then from there, shamanic healing circles led me to learning shamanic Reiki and to opening the door to a twin flame connection and deeper soul connections with others, other divine feminines, other people that were also on a healing path, which illuminated a lot for me. It illuminated a lot more darkness inside of me that was still holding on. And when I say that, let's just talk about the codependency issue. I'm not going to make it universal because everyone's codependency issues manifest in different ways. And for me, mine was always attached love, anxious attachment style, right? Where I would feel these deep, deep, powerful soul connections with people, and I would feel this love, and I would see this love, and I would find a way to hold on to it and try with all my might to keep it in my life and to keep it around, because part of me knew that there was a reason for them, and it was very, very hard for me to let go. And the more I held tightly, the more this little part of me inside was saying, you need them to prove that you are worthy. You need them to accept you to prove that you're worthy of their love. So love wasn't even desirable for me unless there was some aspect of chasing. So that's my pattern. Not everybody has that pattern. Eventually, after many catalysts, I did invite a twin flame into my life, and that energy catalyzed me into an awakening. And if you look at my past videos, you'll see I don't really like talking about the twin flame journey. However, because I do think that there is a lot of distortion within the conversation around twin flames. A lot of people think of it as sort of like, oh, you know, you need your twin flame to go on a journey and you need them to step into mission with you. You need them to complete you. That's not the case. What their purpose is one of the highest soul agreements that one can step into this lifetime to create, and that is to shake the shit out of you and to allow you to break free of all of the patterns and all of the resistance that you have within you to love, and not just love with another, but love with self primarily, and all the resistance you have, any fear you have to stepping into your own true power and creating the life that you desire. So if we are struggling with what our purpose is and we don't know what job to do or what, you know, makes us happy, if we have resistance to anything, meeting your twin flame will shake that out of you. And for me, meeting mine shook to death this codependency pattern that I have, which is my attachment and my wanting to control outcome by holding on to an idea. And I have not, for the last 2.5 years, been able to release that until now. So I wanted to get on because, and I'm sorry, I'm like a little sick because I've been processing like a death in the last couple of weeks that has really pushed me into a resolute feeling that I no longer want to invite the connections into my life that are not nurturing me, and that I don't need to hold on to anything that isn't giving me a sense of peace and isn't serving me in my highest good. So that doesn't mean just like cutting people out because they're toxic. I mean, you have to use your discretion there. Not all people are toxic, but some behaviors are. And it's not about cutting the people out necessarily. I know I said that. I don't want to invite connections in that not nurture me, but it's not about necessarily cutting people out altogether forever. It's about cutting out the energy behind the behavior. What you're willing to accept in your life is going to reflect itself in the experiences and the connections that you manifest in front of you. There is nothing else to it. Everything is energy, and everything is reflecting your own internal state. I mean, it's as simple as, it doesn't have to be energy if you're on a more practical path and you understand other concepts. I mean, like, think about how, let's say you're in a shitty mood and you go to a party, and that party is epic. It could be objectively a very, very good time, but when you arrive, you start feeling really insecure, like no one really wants to hang out with me, and blah, 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 blah. And that energy sends a signal out to everything around you. People won't walk up to you because you're literally in a sunken place where you've already got this expectation and a belief that this party isn't going to be fun, right? So your perception of your reality creates your reality for you. And the reason I say this is because everything that you are inside, everything that needs to be addressed from a deep-rooted belief standpoint will come up with the relationships that you have in your life. Like the way we learn and grow, we can do a lot of internal work, but we need relationships because they reflect back to us what's still unaddressed, deep-seated emotional beliefs and blockages. So you can invite people into your life that demonstrate this behavior. And you'll receive probably many different manifestations of this specific thing until the belief is so unwired in you that you can level up to the next timeline. And what's happening is those triggers that have to be addressed and unraveled, and those beliefs that need to change are going to be triggered on rapid pace, because they have no place in our beings anymore, because we are approaching a much higher level, and we are actually integrating a whole lot more of love energy into our bodies, because the energies on this planet have been ramping up like crazy. We're not even at 12:12 yet, and every single morning I've woken up with like vibration head to toe. Like this morning I woke up just crying tears of joy. And the reason I have been crying tears of joy is just because I finally feel in a place where I am free, where there's like nothing that's desirable about the past and the way that I have treated myself in the past, and how that has led to me calling on loves in my life that were not nurturing or fulfilling to me. There's no more need for that. And to me, that is a major step forward. So I just wanted to share that personal tidbit. Oop, 12:12. Oof, love it. My ears just started ringing. And come on, so that I could start doing energy work with you guys again. And again, I'm compelled to say I'm sorry that I haven't been on for a while, but I don't know why I would apologize for that. It is simply the energy, and it was me going through a process in the last 4 months of ridding myself of the last pieces that were waiting for someone to approve of me. And that's gone now. So, party. Okay. So, because these energies are just very, very, very intense already, I'm just going to have you all take a few deep breaths inward and close your eyes. And breathe out. Imagine yourself breathing in the light that is coming into the planet and releasing anything that is no longer serving you. Breathing in more of this light, opening your hearts, and releasing. Okay. For all of you that are watching, I want, if you are ready and willing to accept the new light codes that are coming in, just say, I accept. And I'm going to quickly anchor all of your root chakras down to the core of the center of Mother Gaia, to the 5th dimensional earth grid. And expand your crown chakra out into the universe, connecting to your soul star chakra. We're going to be streaming in energies. Okay, here it goes. Oka santi asa otukotia siti okosonta ata wotu atiti asa katonto asa awa atu usu ati iti asa antutu akiti asawanta I ati asuto atati asankata usu akatu su ati ata asata ia ko tanto soto e te onto soto ata kiti ato to suanta ati isi tu utu o tu usuti akata nta asaka tu asa wanta utu sutu ato tu ua taiti ato to e te awanto asa watia a wawa wea e ananeni e setari e tato sonka tata isi ititi atato suto gatiti a unto ati asa ati awa to so asa kato so anto to suka tatia anta a la kiti isi kato i sentetea ua to sanka atua e te asatua e anta ata usua wawaniniti asantia so anta iki siti o to so anta o to siti a asinte wawa ia nenea sakaton to e senta ia so to sakatianta ua wanta tia sata awa mamanini ananini no. I just heard open your hearts. Here comes the big wave. Open your hearts to receive this love. You are all deserving. You are all worthy. And step into the light, my children. You are ready. Ua sankatia watatia sa atakonto sakatititi asakototo asakatiti akatoto atati asatata atatoto atatata itatata utoto tatatita tatoto tita Ua katoa son ti apapatiti atatato toto tatatatiti Okay, so I am running out of battery. I'm going to be making more of these videos. Integrating these energies is going to be an interesting process because they are definitely higher than they've ever been. So just make sure you're taking care of your body, drinking water, you know, how to take care of it. Drink the water, sleep when you're tired, that kind of stuff. But definitely drink more water than you are letting yourself do because they're very intense. And it's like a workout. When you're working out and you're exerting a lot of energy, you need to replenish with fluids. So do that. And I thank you and I love you and I will see you soon. Thanks. Bye.